Okay, so apologies because this is the first video I've done. So if it's not very good, again, apologies. But this is a pair of Oakley Orokrs. They're the original Orokrs that were done back in 2006, I think it was. And we're going to do a battery replacement. So what I found is the easiest way to do this is some like double-sided Scotch tape, foam based. Allows you to hold the frames down and work on them. So you need a Torx T5 screwdriver, and there's just two screws, which is on the left side. The battery on all the Oakley range of electronics for the sunglasses are always on the left hand side. So you remove the cover and then you'll see the battery, the ribbon cable and the little button pad. So you remove the button pad and then you gently lift the ribbon cable, and sometimes they stick it down to the battery, sometimes they don't. But what you don't want to do is stress this ribbon cable. If you stress the ribbon cable, it will break at the hinge point and your glasses are basically useless. And then a pair of side cutters. They tend to be the best thing to do. And you literally just get hold of the connector and you give it a wiggle and it will pop out. You don't need to disconnect the speaker. You can, and in fact on this pair I'm going to, because I'm just going to add dielectric grease to it just to be on the safe side. So I've now released both connectors. This is your battery, this is for your speaker. And you just push it out of the way. Now you can get hold of the battery cable and you can just pull up on it because the battery's toast. There you go, it's blown up. In fact, this has been replaced once before. This is not the original battery. Anyway, now you're left with a double-sided tape. You stick a double-sided tape back down and you get the replacement battery. I have, well, these are unique. Oakley stroke Motorola, they decided to change the polarity from the standard on that connector, and that's a JST connector. That proved to be very difficult to find a company that was prepared to change the production line to do the reverse polarity. But anyway, I've got that sorted out and I have the batteries. So you just push the battery back in and then you get your ribbon cable, again very, very gently. You've got to be gentle. I'm adding dielectric grease to each of the connections. Because what tends to happen is when they're worn, the sweat gets onto the ribbon cable, the control buttons, and that will give you lots of problems. So you just push the connector back in, and that's the battery one. Now you move that wire under this, because now you're putting the speaker in. So I'm going to put the speaker in. Oh, not easy with doing this. So get the power wire out the way, and then it just slots back into, there's a little notch that it sits in, and you've got to push the wire, get the wire underneath the speaker connector, or the speaker JST connector. Oh, it's falling out again. Get your button pad, put your button pad against the ribbon cable, gently, just gently push it back into place, and it will literally just fall back into place. There you go. You've got to wiggle it about a bit until you get the joint right. Then literally make sure you haven't got any wires trapped here and your ribbon cable's good. Put the side panel back on, Torx T5, just gently button it down. Don't go mad and tighten it too much because you'll strip the threads. So then you do that one. There you go. And that is as easy as it gets for doing the Orokr's.